to Lubbock, Texas, Jones AT&T Stadium, where the tortillas will be flying in celebration and in support of their beloved Texas Tech Red Raiders. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Red Raiders will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Memphis.
How about special teams being special on the opening kick? We work in meetings all week, and we might have a chance to bust one. First kick, takes it, busts it through, uses the speed, takes it all the way back to the house. What a start.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. And he's going to run it back. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The offense set for a first down play. On the ground, it's Amaro. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
I like this call in plus territory. The punt would have to be so precise, might as well leave the offense out there on 4th down. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense won.
First down here for the offense. The lone back's got it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Scanning the field, it's Maddox. He makes the connection. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He's looking to throw. It's caught. On the move is the 30. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
A first down run on the doorstep. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play. All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to go for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Leaves it with the running back. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
So after the first down run, here's second down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Brings up third down.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed in the middle. It's Provo. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Brings up second down.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes his connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Going up top. Reels it in down the left side.
That's the end of the first quarter. Memphis 14, Texas Tech 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They want to just keep throwing it. Trying to beat the D deep. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish and take care of the football. Make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun to give to the back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. Looking to buy time. Hit as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You can tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
On 4th down, going to the air. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Handoff to the lone back.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And the Red Raiders line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Go.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Texas Tech.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Quarterback checking off. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Coming after him. Keeps it going. Chunked it away just as he was hit. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Ready.
4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it.
Yankee blue. Yankee blue.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by a field goal over Virginia Tech. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He's off to the races. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Memphis. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Going for the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
What a great job by the wide receiver getting the 1st down. We all see it, right? We're watching TV. We see the yellow line. You're like, don't you get to the 1st down. Great job knowing where the 1st down was, putting his head down, getting the 1st down.
And the Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. Running to the left. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on third and short from the 29. Looking to throw for it. Goes toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Man, they have been great on fourth down. A perfect 3 for 3. They'll try it again here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Memphis wants to move quickly. On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Red Raider. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the upright. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. This has been a track meet running up and down the field so far, Jesse.
It's amazing for this offense, right? Score a touchdown, go try to get a rest on the sideline. It feels like you blink and you're right back on the field having to go score another one, David. It just feels like it's going to be that kind of game.
Well, so which defense can kind of change their identity a little bit, get more aggressive? You're giving up yards and touchdowns anyways. Who can get aggressive and maybe create a turnover?
Quarterback now breaking the field. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I don't know what you want to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making the miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
To the air, it's Maddox. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Going to try to get it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they did tack on the extra point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity.
And he breaks into the open. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Red Raider. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Corner's going to give them room. Back to throw, it's Maddox. Steps away. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
And nice job by the defense. A draw is kind of a trick, get you to run upfield, but they sniffed it out, did a great job, stopped the play for no gain.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. That hole closed quickly. A pickup of 1 to the 15. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete on third down.
You sort of get the feeling here in the second half with the game tied. It very easily could come down to which of these two quarterbacks has the football last. Bit of a blown opportunity there on third down with that incompletion. This guy's going to have to lock in for the remainder of the game.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Downfield and incomplete.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Going to the running game. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Memphis. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Jacksonville State sure is making it look easy today. What a spectacular performance on the offensive side of the ball. They're up by 17 over the Sharks. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. The run to the left. At the 35, he's got room. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like the decision there in the RPO game, too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football downfield in the RPO game, too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Picked off. Got some room to run. At the 20. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Well, that's the danger about being in a third and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a
touchdown, Memphis. And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's
going for the big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Shakes off the tackle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Gonna take a shot. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? Fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice back.
Got a lot of running room. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. He's at the 30. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible defense.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it.
Touchdown Tigers! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in his quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
49, Texas Tech, 35.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Off the play fake on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
325.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Went to the running game on third down and picked up 5, but still a couple of yards short. It's 4th and 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Right down the middle. Finds his man and they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got him downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important that the defense is honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish.
Memphis, 49, Texas Tech, 35.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Cricket.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that? That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. They gave up a lot of yards to get down here, bowing their necks up. It's most important when you get in this area. 2nd and goal now, they get the big stop.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Extending the play. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much. That's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Quick release by the QB. He's loose at the 15. Open runway ahead. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Memphis! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Gets it out quickly.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap.
And he hauls it in inside the 30. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He'll go to the draw. Gets it past the marker. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it in the middle, it's Provo. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that They know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their core and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the 1st down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Powers through. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll try to run it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll line up to go for 2.
Get set, get set.
Now on the option. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. He'll keep it on the draw. Fights off a defender. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Now on first down from the 28. Quarterback will audible. To the air on first down. Got the quick pass. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. He wants to throw. Gets open down the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He's going to pass on second down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Wants to throw on third down. Quarterback adapting. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score. There's a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Snap it to the back. Dives into the end zone for the two-point conversion. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Final seconds of the game. They can just take a knee and eliminate all of the drama.
And you're exhaling, too, at this point, because this was a hard-fought football game, David. It could have gone either way. At the end, it was this team that made the most plays, made the fewest mistakes, and they've earned this victory formation.
And by the way, there's nothing more frustrating in the world than playing defense when they take knees. Like, it's a helpless feeling. There's nothing you can do. You have so much rage inside you just want to hit somebody so hard, and they're just taking a knee, and you just got to take the hit.
The give to the tailback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Timeout called by the defense. 27 seconds to go. Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try the run. Still running at the 40. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. give him 114 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement, the epilogue, the finishing touch. Game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but I won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.